Hey everyone, it's Carrie from My Friends Call Me Martha, and yes, that name came about for me, I guess, pretending to be Martha Stewart. I love to cook and also love to craft. So today I'm here with you. I just wanted to go over a few things again. This month I would highly recommend joining our paper pumpkin kit. As you can see here, it's going to be called Sending Good Thoughts, and it looks like it's going to have some sort of beach theme. And you can join either and pay a monthly subscription, or you can do a prepaid subscription. And I actually would recommend doing the prepaid subscription because we have Celebration this month. And what that is it's a sale for the next 2 months from Stampin' Up, and you get to choose from this mini catalog different items. So when you spend $50, you can pick this stamp set. There's dies. There's beautiful fall paper. I actually just ordered these, the Pool Party and Soft Seafoam envelopes. This is the $100 level, starts on this page, and that is Amazing Phrases, which the font on that is really cool. Then there's these tree lot dies, which actually coordinate with one of the stamp sets in the holiday catalog. This set you can also get, it's paper and a stamp set with a $100 purchase. And then when you join Stampin' Up this month, if you're ever interested in being a demonstrator like myself, or I started out just being a discount shopper, you can actually get this awesome planner and stamp set. So anyway, so that is that. If you have more questions about joining Paper Pumpkin, definitely let me know. And then if you are going to place an order, the July host code is JYBMAF4C. So I will leave that up here. So today I am actually doing a Christmas in July card for you. And this is the first one I made using the bundle. I forget what the name is. Hold on. It's like one of the first ones in the catalog that caught my attention. So let's see. The whole suite is called Lights Aglow, and it is made up of 2 stamp sets and 2 dies, which I bought, and then there's some coordinating accessories. So the whole bundle is $147.75. However, you can just get any number of the items. I absolutely love the designer series paper because of the colors. It has soft succulent, evening evergreen, and cherry cobbler, which are kind of my favorite for the holidays. So here I'm just going to show you guys the different DSP. It's obviously front and back, so you do have to kind of decide which side you're going to use. And this paper I didn't even understand, but when you do it this way and then use the tree die, it like cuts it out so it looks like there's already like stringed lights on your tree, which I think is really cool. So but you can see here there's, you know, some more subtle patterns, and then a lot of them have little flecks of gold, which this one here, you could use that same die to cut it out, but then it kind of cuts into other trees, so I would probably just use that as a straightforward background. And again, here's those draped lights. This is probably my least favorite one, so I'm probably going to be using that side. And this one again too would be kind of cool cut out with the tree die. And I love these because you can fit, it coordinates with the stitch shapes. And then black, which would be great for some New Year's cards. Okay, so to start today's card, we have a card base in soft succulent, which is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Looks like I got a little, I had to change the blade on my trimmer. We give that a nice crease to start with. And then because I am stingy and like to make sure I get the most use out of papers, I'm going to use, so the Snowflake one has the outer, and then they have this which will cut all of the little inside shapes. But for today, we are going to do, oh, you know what? I can't use my mini boss. I got to go over to my big one, guys. So what I'm going to do is just cut this shape out, and then this is going to be my background piece. Sorry about that. I was all prepared to kind of show you guys on my mini boss. So that is kind of the disadvantage of the mini boss, is that I think this platform is like 4 inches. Actually 3.5. So that is the downside to the mini boss. But if it's all you can afford, then I would get it. And the catalog actually makes the distinction of what is what die sets will work. All right, so now I'm going to take the Snowflake Stamp, and I'm using Versamark ink. And I'm going to apologize in advance if this goes out of focus, or if my head starts to block the way. And again, I'm going to do the best I can. It's not a clear photopolymer set. It is the like traditional red rubber stamp, so it is hard to kind of see where the image goes. So I don't know if I have it evenly or not, but so with the Versamark ink, you can now put on your embossing powders. So I'm doing gold, and I just kind of sprinkle it. Yeah, it looks like a crazy amount, but I don't throw it away. I put it back in. So, and this, it is a little bit difficult because the snowflake is kind of delicate. And I'm not sure if you can see. All right, let's pour this back in before we get our heat tool out. Put that aside. Cover that back up as quickly as possible. All right, so now I'm going to take my heat tool, and I apologize that this might get a little noisy, so you may want to turn the volume down. And it'll be like magic. You'll see it turn to gold when it gets to the right heat. Oh, there it starts. You can see how well I did or how well I didn't do. So it's not perfect, but it's not terrible. So now we're going to put together the pieces. And I think I'm going to do it a little bit different than I did this other one. So we'll put that to the side. So I'm first going to put down my, this is Evening Evergreen, and I cut it 4 by 5 1/4 for my first layer. I am going to stamp my sentiment. Which there's a lot of pretty ones in this set. This one is just a simple Merry Christmas. And I'm using Evening Evergreen ink on my soft succulent. And I had cut out this shape. I love that font. And I'm going to try to be super fancy here. So I I was thinking that I could weave my ribbon through these holes. Now the challenge will be, come on. Just for something a little bit different, instead of just going around your paper, I thought that would be cool. And yes, I am going to put this down before. And then what I like to use is just a little bit of Scotch tape instead of dealing with adhesive, because I feel like it stays better. Like that. A little bit different. And you know, I am going to use my tape runner. I always like to do kind of a combination of liquid glue and my adhesive. Okay, and now I am going to just put a little bit of liquid glue on this. And little drops. Okay, so now we're going to look at this and see where actually I was pretty kind of off center for a lot of it. And then I think we'll add a little bit more ribbon. Do like a little bit of a knot over here. It's so much easier when I'm not live or on a YouTube. And I'm just going to cut this off a little bit. And then one last piece is to use, and I might actually stick dimensionals under that. I probably should have done that first, but I wasn't sure. So I'm sticking the dimensionals on the back of this, and that way it'll just stay in place. And let's see if we want to add a little bit of these are called red and green adhesive backed pearls. And I don't know why they say red and green, because there's also silver and gold, but and I think I'm going to accent with the gold. Oops. Two of them came together. And I think I'll just stick the other one down there actually. And there you have it. So kind of two versions, but again, using just a little bit different paper, different sentiment, to mix it up a little bit. So I hope you guys liked this video. Again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. And I hope you have a great day.